If you're over 60 and you've just gotten used to going days without a bowel movement, and you've told yourself, well, that's just what happens when you get older, I need you to stop for a second because that belief might be putting your health at serious risk. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Constipation is not a normal part of aging. It's not something you're supposed to just live with. It's not just getting older. In most cases, it's your body waving a red flag. And depending on what's behind it, that flag could mean anything from a simple fixable habit to something that needs urgent medical attention. Think about it this way. Imagine your digestive system is like a highway. When you're younger, traffic moves smoothly. Cars come and go on schedule. But after 60, all kinds of things can slow that highway down. Medications, slower muscle contractions in the gut, dehydration, low fiber, reduced activity, thyroid changes, even nerve signaling issues, and sometimes there's an actual roadblock, a polyp, a narrowing, something physically blocking the way. So today, we're going to break down exactly what daily or chronic constipation after 60 could really mean, the warning signs you should never ignore, and what steps you can take, starting today, to get things moving again, literally and figuratively. Stick with me until the end, because the third cause on this list is the one most people never even think to check, and it's often the most serious. Let's start with the basics. Doctors generally define normal bowel movement frequency as anywhere from 3 times a day to 3 times a week. So there's a wide range of normal. But what matters more than frequency is the change. If you used to go every day and now you're straining, going every 3 or 4 days, feeling like you never fully empty, or relying on laxatives just to function, that's not normal for you, even if it technically falls in a normal range for the general population. Now let's talk about why this happens more after 60. Cause number 1, colon medications. This is, by far, the most common cause doctors see in older adults, and most people have no idea their medication is the culprit. Think of common blood pressure medications, especially calcium channel blockers, iron supplements, antidepressants, antihistamines, and especially opioid pain medications, which slow down the gut so dramatically that doctors call it opioid-induced constipation. It's basically its own medical category. If you've started a new medication around the same time your bowel habits changed, that's not a coincidence. That's a clue. Cause number 2, dehydration and fiber. Here's a catchy way to think about it. Your stool is like a sponge, and water is what keeps that sponge soft and easy to move. As we age, our sense of thirst actually becomes less sensitive. Our brain stops sending the drink water signal as urgently as it used to. Combine that with a diet that's lower in fiber, maybe softer foods because of dental issues, smaller portions, less variety, and you've got a sponge that's dried out and stuck. Many people over 60 are drinking half the water they think they are. Cause number 3, dash, and this is the one I really want you to pay attention to. Sometimes chronic constipation isn't about diet, water, or medication at all. Sometimes it's about something physically changing inside the colon dash like a polyp, a narrowing, or in some cases, colorectal cancer. This is exactly why doctors say, any new, persistent change in bowel habits after age 50 dash, especially after 60 dash, deserves a medical evaluation, not a home remedy. Especially if it comes with other warning signs like blood in the stool, unexplained weight loss, persistent abdominal pain, or stools that suddenly become very narrow or pencil thin. I want to be very clear here. I'm not saying constipation means cancer. The vast majority of the time, it doesn't. Most cases come down to the simpler causes: medication, hydration, fiber, and activity level. But the only way to know for sure which category you're in is to get checked. And too many people skip that step because they're embarrassed, or they assume it's just age. So what are the actual red flags that mean, see a doctor now, don't wait? Number 1, blood in your stool, or stools that look black and tarry. Number 2, unintentional weight loss you can't explain. Number 3, severe or worsening abdominal pain, especially with bloating that doesn't go away. Number 4, a sudden, persistent change in bowel habits that's lasted more than a couple of weeks. Number 5, constipation alternating with diarrhea. Number 6, nausea or vomiting along with the constipation. If any of those sound familiar, please, don't wait it out. Don't try 10 different teas and supplements first. Call your doctor and get evaluated. It's almost always better to get checked and find out it's nothing than to assume it's nothing and find out too late. Now, for the more common, less alarming causes, here's what actually helps, starting today. First, hydration. Aim for water throughout the day, not just one big glass. A simple habit: drink a full glass of water first thing in the morning, before coffee. That morning, a glass of water can help stimulate your colon's natural wake-up reflex. Second, fiber, but the right kind, and gradually. Suddenly, adding a huge amount of fiber can actually make bloating and discomfort worse. Soluble fiber, found in oats, apples, pears, and beans, tends to be gentler and more effective for many older adults than rough, insoluble fiber like wheat bran. Third, movement. Even a 10 to 15-minute walk after meals can help stimulate the gut. Your colon responds to physical activity. Think of it like gently shaking a bottle to help the contents settle and move. Fourth, don't ignore the urge. As we age, the signal between "I need to go" and actually going can weaken. If you feel the urge and you delay it repeatedly, your body can start ignoring that signal altogether over time. Fifth, review your medications with your doctor or pharmacist. Never stop a prescribed medication on your own, but it's absolutely worth asking, could any of my current medications be contributing to this? Sometimes a simple adjustment or an added stool softener alongside a medication like an opioid can make a huge difference. Here's a way to think about it that I find helpful. Your gut health after 60 is like a garden. If you only water it once in a while, throw whatever seeds you have at it without checking the soil and never check for weeds. Eventually, something's going to go wrong, and you might not notice until it's a bigger problem. But if you tend to it consistently, water, nutrients, movement, and regular check-ins, it stays healthy for a long, long time. So here's what I want you to take away from this video. Constipation after 60 is common. But common doesn't mean normal, and it definitely doesn't mean ignorable. Your body is talking to you. Sometimes it's saying, "Drink more water," or "Let's move more today." And sometimes it's saying something more important. And the only way to know which message you're getting is to listen, pay attention to the warning signs, and not be afraid to get checked. If this video helped you understand your body a little better, do me a favor. Share it with someone over 60 in your life. A parent, a grandparent, a neighbor. This is the kind of information that's easy to overlook but genuinely important, and you might be the reason someone catches a problem early. And remember, I'm not your doctor, and this video isn't a substitute for a real medical evaluation. If anything in this video sounded familiar, especially those red flag symptoms, please make an appointment with your doctor. It's one conversation that could make a massive difference in your health. Take care of yourself, listen to your body, and I'll see you in the next one.